Good evening, darlings, and a belated welcome to Sunday Night Live. I do apologise for the tardiness of my arrival. All will be explained in due course. Now, obviously, because we're late, I'm going to cut short of the normal preamble. So, a very good evening to everybody who is with us, and I'll catch up with you as we jump into the comments. So, all of the normal crap. Hedgehog of matching pair of his and hers, highly powered hedgehogs of truth, blah, blah, blah. 2 ton Ted the Tenting Tin is going to get some action tonight. Sean's box is going to get pounded. We've got the community portable electronic telephonic device upon which you could and already have leave a voice note. Your comments, very much the meat and potatoes of my sex pants, blah, de, blah, de, blah. Cheers, darlings, your very good health. Bottoms up if you're lucky, lads. Up yours if you're lucky, lady. Jelly bean treat if I'm lucky. And cheers, and above all, get stuffed. Whew, right. Oh, God, I needed that. I needed that. Right. Oh. Okay. Just have a quick look at glug it from the bottle. That's the way I feel like. He'll never catch up with the comments. No, I'm going to ignore them. Uh, right. Okay. I'm just going to go. I'm just going to go from where we are now. So yeah, good evening, everybody who is with us. I need more wine. Right, let me explain to you what has happened today. First things first, my head is just exploding. My head is just absolutely exploding, and I realised today that looking at the weather forecast, whatnot. Oh, so if you're in the Facebook group, you already know, but I decided I had to be sensible, and another postponement for tomorrow. I got woke. Sorry, I got woken up quite early with the pain of it, and I'm just like a zombie in the mornings. It's so much worse when I wake up. It's been that it becomes increasingly manageable during the day. It must be something to do with, it's obviously sinusitis or a sinus infection or some aspect of this. Well, people are saying it's a new strain of COVID. Um, and the pattern is it's become increasingly manageable as the day goes on. Now, I don't know whether that's something to do with when you're asleep, everything drains into a certain area and applies pressure, or what it is, I don't know, or you're not taking any pain relief through the night when you're asleep. But honestly, in the mornings, I'm like a zombie. Um, the pain is just, crippling. And because it's all, certainly with me anyway, it's all focused around here and everything's very tender, it actually affects my vision as well. So my vision doesn't start working until, and I start, it kind of starts clearing up a bit at about early afternoon, sort of 1, 2-ish, when you've taken your second lot of pain relief of the day, and you've been upright rather than horizontal for a while. And yeah, unfortunately, I work in, and then by the evening, it's better again. And then by this time of night, you're kind of thinking, yeah, I'm all right. And then in the morning, it all starts again. So I was sitting here at the table this morning, almost in tears with the bloody pain of it. And it's been going on since I woke up with it on Tuesday. So today was day 5, I think I worked it out as. And it becomes a bit debilitating as well, especially when you're just trying to live a normal life and go to work and all of that kind of stuff and get stuff done. And I was sitting looking at the weather forecast exactly, hour by hour. And I'm thinking, okay, if I'm still like this on Tuesday morning, I'm in the shit because I'm not able to function. Again, because it's a sinus thing, you can't bend down because if you bend down, the pressure gets and the pain just becomes so immense that you're actually on the verge of passing out. So I thought, there's no way on God's earth that if I'm still like this on Tuesday, fingers crossed, touch wood, I'd be better. But there's no guarantee of that. And people are saying that, oh, I've had it for a week, 10 days, 2 weeks. Certainly, Amrit was pretty much out of it for 2 weeks, and he's half my age and young and fit and whatnot. And I thought, there's no way that I'm going to be able to take a tent down and all of the doings. I, I could barely make myself a cup of coffee. There's no way I could take a tent down in the pouring rain and all of that. And even if I could, my vision's screwed. So I'm not going to be safe driving. I'm fine by the time the evening comes, but in the morning, leaving the site before 12, it was no, I mean, it was just madness. So, I just had to accept, and I'm gutted. I'm absolutely gutted. So I had to kind of accept that it's going to have to be postponed again. Oh my God. I mean, on the plus side, as somebody said in the Facebook group, and you'll have to excuse, I am in absolute bloody agony here. It's today the pain relief hasn't quite removed it. So it's still, and I've not had the best night, to be honest. There's been grief at work. I've had car issues, which is why I'm late. Um, I forgot to take the last lot of pain relief, so it's all kicked back in. I took some eventually, but so yeah, and I'm tired. I'm tired. So I honestly think, so yeah, I had no choice but to postpone it. There was no way I could do it. With the best will in the world, there was no way I could do it. And I think, honestly, I think a rest might be in order. I mean, I could do with shaking this thing off, really. And I think maybe a bit of a rest might actually help with that. So there you go. There you go. Tenting is postponed. I'll tell you about the rest of it in a minute. Let's catch up with the comments. You got to think about your health. Go to bed. Start saying your good night, darlings. Health comes first, Boaty. Oh, sorry, darlings. I've got voice notes, phone calls. I'll try and get to your comments. Good evening, headmistress. I'd better stand up and salute. I won't tug my foreskin, not when I'm on camera.
Hello, Boaty, sweetheart.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm ringing up to tell you to go to bed.
I could do
Why
with
are
it.
you doing the live stream when you're feeling like you are? Everybody's saying in the comments, go to bed.
Oh, we're okay. We'll go up until midnight. And
But you're not. Sorry, I'm not going to shout. You've got a bad head. You're not. Why can't you just do as you're told for once?
Look, I'm going to feel like pants whether I'm live streaming or not, and this takes my mind off it. So, and I'm not going to get to bed now. I'm going to have a glass of wine or three, and I'm going to have my supper. So I might as well do a live stream while I work up to it. This is the time of night when I'm at my best. It's the mornings when I'm absolutely crippled with it. But I won't be late tonight because, yeah, I could. I think a bit of rest could actually be a good idea. This has been knocking me about a bit, and I'm not as young as I used to was.
I'd have told you to try and massage your vagus nerve.
Yeah, but you didn't tell me where it was. So, I mean, I had a guess at where it was, and I massaged that. And that was a very nice 2 minutes and 30 seconds, to be honest with you. And it properly took my mind off my headache. But
that's the wrong vagus nerve you were massaging.
Well,
your vagus nerve is around your neck, your head, and you can do it by massaging your ears and things like that. Have a look. Google it.
You pervert. How do you know about things like that?
Oh, missus.
What? So I just gently fondle my ears, do I? Like that?
It's the front bit, the lumpy bit, not the earlobes.
Right.
The little sticky out bit that goes into
Don't be
your
personal.
eardrum.
Don't be personal about my little sticky out bit. Might not be
Honestly,
much, but it's all I've got.
It's supposed to work.
Is it?
And yeah, and also there's a point on your neck. It's like acupressure. But apparently it really works for headaches, migraines. People have done it, honestly.
Right.
Because you're really suffering. And if you won't go to bed, at least do as you're told with health advice.
I will. I tried. I did try. I took my best guess at where this nerve might be.
Don't guess. Never mind. You don't know.
I was about 2.5 feet away from it, apparently. Yes. But right, I will gently prod myself during the rest of the live stream. I'll have some more wine as well. That won't hurt.
Yeah, plenty of wine. All right, I'll let you go, sweetheart.
All right, my love. Thank you so much.
All right, darling. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. How was I to know where this Las Vegas nerve was? Oh, bless her. Thank you, Diane. Thank you, all of you, for giving a bit of a crap about me. And oh, dear. Yeah, apologies for the candle. It's not up to the usual standard, admittedly. The last one was rubbish and cake-uffed, and I didn't buy a new one, so I nicked that from the restaurant and put it in one of my little bowls. I had the same symptoms in May/June, says Burlington Bertie, with blocked nostril and nosebleeds. Blood test showed nothing to report. Very strange. You probably need antibiotics, Boaty, says Cairgorn 1. The roses look as unwell as Boaty, says Emma. Yeah, they've had it, haven't they? Oh, God. Mustard, get the tuk-tuk ready, says Johnsy 1970. But he would have to do an overnight camp first in order for me to do that. Boaty, says Richard, just spend Monday having a rest. You look drained with this. Take some time out for yourself. I feel bloody drained, to be honest. Oh. Yeah, it's starting to get to me a bit now, but I'm really annoyed because this year has been brilliant and it's going to get even better. And I hate a wasted Monday. I hate any wasted time, but a Mondays are precious. We only get 52 of them in the year. And I hate the idea of wasting one, but yeah. I mean, in fairness, I haven't completely written Monday off. There's not going to be any tenting, but if I feel any better tomorrow morning, if I wake up tomorrow morning and I'm any better than I was this morning, and please God I am, then I'll have an overnight in Netty. I'll do an off-grid in Netty. So we're not completely wasting it. But if I wake up tomorrow and I'm in the same state that I was this morning, then yeah, I'm doing nothing. I am going to have a rest or a carvery. They listen to you, don't they? Your devices, they listen to you. And because we've been banging on about carveries in the lives and whatnot, Facebook has been deluging me with carvery adverts. So I happen to know that both Stonehouse and Toby Carveries, from tomorrow to Thursday are doing carveries for £6 with this code that you can get off the doings. So I thought, okay, a £6. Let's go and do a carvery. So, yeah, might do that at some point as well. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what the morning brings. But I'm gonna have a bit of wine. I'm gonna have my supper. I'm gonna clamber into bed, and if I'm like I was, if tomorrow morning I'm like I was today, I might not even get out of bed. It's all very well battling through and all of that, and I'm a big fan of battling through, and you battle when you have to battle. But yeah, why battle when you don't have to, I suppose. And it's sod's law that everything should go tits up today because it's a bit of an anniversary day. 8 years ago today, the shenanigans with my dad started. For those who don't know, I'd had my accident. I wasn't able to drive, broken legs, that kind of thing. And Dad, because at that point I was working at Sainsbury's doing ridiculously illegal hours, post-divorce, trying to get life back together. And I got one day off a week. I used to do 100-hour week. I know you long-termers, I know you all know this, but there'll be some newer people who don't. So I want to explain why today I'm also feeling a little bit less than. Je sens, as our French cousins say. So yeah, I'd had the accident, couldn't drive. I was working 100-hour weeks, got a day off a week, and my day off was the hardest day of the week. So it was a 250-mile round trip down to Dad's, cleaning his place from top to bottom, cleaning him from top to bottom, doing all of the laundry, getting a week's worth of shopping and booze, and trying to sort out doctors and mental health and hospitals. Those of you who are friends of mine long term, you'll remember those days. How I got through them, I don't know. And of course, when I couldn't drive, I couldn't get down there, and there's no other family and social services and the doctors and the hospitals. Nobody would help me, and Dad starved to death, bless him. And yeah, it's 8 years ago today, and it kind of brought it all back when you look at the old Facebook memories. Had a policeman come to the door, and I was here with Boo. Little Miss wasn't with us; it was just me and Boo. And policeman came in, and horrible job for him, and told me, and yeah, it wasn't great, but then it just got so much worse because, and I block a lot of things because there are some things it's just better not to think about, not to dwell on. Put them in a box, put them away, deal with them in the next life. And I'd forgotten all of this. Facebook memories brought it back. But so 8 years ago today, I was ringing the police, and nobody would speak to me. Nobody would speak to me. I was speaking to various people, and they were saying that, oh yeah, the police officer that you need to speak to isn't on duty at the moment, and nobody was ringing me back. And I'm trying to find out what's happening. And then eventually, I got through to somebody. Did ring me back and spoke to me and said it's real apologies, but it's all been the most terrible mistake. somebody with the same name as your dad has passed away, but they're in a different area, and there's just been a cock up of whatever nature. And, you know, that was like the biggest relief ever, wasn't it? That was like, well, I can't begin to tell you what it was like, because the thought that Dad had died because I couldn't get down there to do what I needed to do, that was horrific. That was horrendous. That was beyond awful. That was the worst feeling in the world. So to be told that, yeah, really sorry, it was all a mistake, was like something being lifted. It was like waking up from a nightmare and your wife telling you, don't worry, it was just a bad dream. It's okay, you're here, you're home, you're safe, everything's okay, blah, blah, blah. So I had a few hours of, I think this took place over about 24 hours. So I had a few hours of relief and thinking, everything's okay, everything's okay. So having gone, of course, when the first policeman came and told me, of course I broke down, of course I did. Of course I did. I remember it as if it was 8 years ago. I remember it as if it was yesterday. Boo was with me, and and I don't lose it. I'm Valley's boy from a bloody army family. You don't show emotion. I lost it. And then the incredible relief, and that few hours of thank God, thank you God. And then somebody else called me, and they said, no, I'm afraid we've made a mistake by telling you that we made a mistake, because we didn't make a mistake, and yeah, your dad's dead. And then they went into detail, which was interesting. He was found in fetal position on the floor of his bedroom, and they told me that the body was unviewable. And you know, what does that mean? And they went on and they said that, you know, he'd been there for a while, he'd decomposed, and the body wasn't in a fit state to be viewed, and the body also wasn't in a fit state to be identified. And that led on, I won't dwell on this, but that led on to probably one of the worst 3, 4, 5 months of my life, whatever it was. And at the beginning, Dad was frozen somewhere, never found out where. And he was neither, I think he was missing. He was neither alive nor dead. He wasn't officially dead because he wasn't identified, but he certainly was. Oh, and within 24 hours, and this really, again, I'd forgotten this. Thank God I put it on a Facebook post, or curse me for putting on a Facebook post so I get to remember it. Within 24 hours of his body being found, the council went and changed the locks. So I didn't get access to recover any of his personal effects, any of the memories. He had all of the family memories. He had all of the family pictures of me and my family, my wife and my children, all of my childhood pictures. He had all of my cycling memories, all of the press cuttings, all of the stuff from taped off television, from my television footage, a lot of my singing stuff, a lot of my, but he had a shed load of it because it meant a lot to him. So he had it all. Never got access to it. The council just changed the locks within 24 hours. I can't believe that. I can't believe that, but I suppose it was a council property. He didn't own it. And I suppose they had to make it secure. I never even got his wallet. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Everything just gone like that. And then there was that awful period when he was neither alive nor dead. They said they were going to take, they were going to do a thing from the thigh, but apparently there wasn't any thigh left. And this went on, oh God, and it went on for months and months and months. And eventually they got a bit of, I remember they called it viable tissue. He had no dental records. Why his medical records weren't enough, I don't know, but the doctor hadn't seen him within a month or something, so they didn't count. His hospital records didn't count. Nothing counted. He couldn't be identified. And eventually they got some viable tissue, and they did a DNA test. I remember the policeman coming here. I was sitting here where I am now. Policeman was sitting there, and this is like 3 or 4 months after. And they did a mouth swab thing. Boo was with me. And I remember thinking, this could almost be comical. And at this point, I'm still crippled, and I've still got, I'm still panicking about how I'm going to survive, because by the point this happened, I wasn't getting any money. I'd run out of sick pay from Sainsbury's, and all of that was going on. And and it was going to get worse, because then there was the court case. Anyway, all of that. And they did they did the DNA test, and I just remember thinking that Dad always said that he wasn't my dad. He was a funny old sod, my dad. He wasn't a good man, although he wished he was a good man. He was a very flawed man, a very difficult man, a very troubled man. I loved him, of course I did. And he was the best dad to me that he could be. But the irony is that for all of his mental weaknesses, unfortunately, he was physically incredibly strong. And again, you long-termers, I know all of you know this, but Dad was a heavyweight boxer and weightlifter and whatever. But he was I mean, of all the things I'm proud of my dad for, he was an amazing street fighter. And Dad's main job, after he had quite an early mental breakdown. Oh, intellectually, my father was a genius. He's got a higher IQ than me. And I'm in the top 0.001% when it comes to IQs. And Dad beat me on every IQ test we ever did, and we used to do them for fun. I used to have to do IQ tests because I was a gifted child, and they wanted to send me to, I've told you all this before as well, I know, but the new people might not know. And they wanted to send me to special schools and all of this for the gifted. And so I was used to doing IQ tests, but Dad always beat me. I normally score on an IQ test, if you've ever done one. I normally score in the low 180s, somewhere around there. And Dad always scored in the high 180s, always over 185, which is just insane. But he had quite an early nervous breakdown. And after that, he reverted to his safety area, which was violence. Very violent man, my father. So was my mother, come to that. Probably why they got on. And Dad was the main enforcer for the biggest gang in Birmingham. He did. Oh, I can't even tell you. There are books written about it. You can actually read the books. And anyway, that's all by the by. I've forgotten why I'm telling you all of this. My head's killing me. I've had a bad night, and I've kind of lost the plot a bit. But yeah, so. But he always said he wasn't my dad, or he didn't think he was my dad. And I thought, God, what a time to find out that he isn't actually my dad. Now, I always thought he was, because I have all of the I have all of the positive and negative traits that my father has, genetic traits. Athletically, we were very similar. Intellectually, we were very similar. But also in the negative stuff, I've got all of my dad's negative traits as well. But from a very young age, I was aware that I had them. So I spent my life battling against them, because I never, that was always my number one aim in life, was not to be like my dad, to handle it better than he did. And I also had the traits from my mum as well, which helped me with that. But I thought, my God, what a time to find out that he actually isn't my dad, and to wonder who my dad actually is. But it turned out, the DNA test, I'm the only surviving relative as well. But the DNA test, it turned out that yeah, he actually was my dad, and they eventually did the positive identification, and that finally brought an end to it. I was able to cremate the poor old sod, or God, Christ knows what was in that coffin. God knows what was in that coffin. I was never allowed to see anything. They would never give me any details. God knows. And yeah, on one of the hardest days of my life, I said goodbye. In a really surreal service, where my mother's funeral, there were hundreds of people, hundreds. At Dad's, there was me and Boo, and that was it. Me, Boo, the guy doing the doings, and something purporting to be some remaining part of my father in a bloody wooden box that they then burnt, and charged $2.5 for doing it. But hey ho, yeah, that was 8 years ago, darlings. Oh, we've got some voice notes. Should probably play those, shouldn't we? Oh, right, those have been deleted.
Okay, everybody, we've all waited far too long. Let's all fuck off to bed.
Well, that's probably quite a good idea, actually. Boaty made the right decision. Just prioritize your health. No explanation needed. Look after yourself. Really get some rest early. We want to know what happens, Steve. I will tell you. Have a front parlor night instead of tenting. Oh, that's a nice idea. We haven't done the front parlor for a while, have we? Very sensible. Postponing the tenting. Catching pneumonia won't be good content. Yeah, I don't mind the weather. I don't mind the fact that the weather's going to be crap. That will make for really good content. And I was really excited about it. I'm gutted. I'm really gutted, and I'm really annoyed. And, I'm just hoping that I feel that there's an improvement tomorrow, where every day I've been feeling worse than the last day. I'm hoping that tomorrow there'll actually be an improvement, and at least I can get out in netting. But the way I'm feeling at the moment, that is not looking likely. Actually, throwing a bottle of wine down probably ain't going to help, is it? Oh well, you got to get through. And I've had a crap night. I've had a really crap night. I don't normally complain, but I've had a shit night, darlings. I really have. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Matron's having a laugh at massaging the wrong vagus nerve. I better whiz through these, hadn't I? Oh, evening, Martin. I do go to the doctor's, Diane, and that is the bloody problem. I was fine until I went to the sodding doctor and found out everything that's wrong with me. Oh, I still haven't booked that bloody MRI, have I? Oh, shit, I'd better do that tomorrow. Oh, God, and when's the follow-up of... Oh. Oh, Mark gifted some memberships. I'm so sorry I didn't see that. Mark, that's really kind of you. Thank you so much. 5 gifted memberships, and they went to Bernadette Roberts, Stephen Cook, Mark Lyons. Excellent. Oh, Mike Potter 37. That is brilliant. That is brilliant. Oh, Mike Potter 37, our favourite Mike Potter. And Perspective 180. Oh, that is fantastic. Thank you so much, Mark. I really appreciate that. And there are some worthy recipients in there. Oh, how lovely. Thank you very much. Oh, and then Ben gifted a membership as well. Oh, my goodness. And that went to, oh, God, my eyesight's going again. Oh, is that Chris? C. Mills. Is that my mate, Chris? Oh, thank you both. Thank you both very much. Good evening, Josh. Sorry tonight's a bit crappy in many ways. But hey ho, we'll make up for it tomorrow, darlings. We'll have a lovely live stream tomorrow. In far nicer memories, Boaty, says Emma. It's a year tomorrow, 23rd of June. Oh God, that's Dad's birthday. Oh Christ, it's his birthday tomorrow. Oh, that's today now, isn't it? Oh, bloody hell. Happy birthday, mate. In far nicer memories, Boaty. 'Tis a year tomorrow, or today now, since we went on our fab trip to Llandudno. Was that the first one? Was that the first one? Oh, God, that was fun. Oh, that was fun. I mean, the second one was amazing as well, but the first one, gosh. Again, there might be some newer people amongst us that don't know anything about that, but there are all videos. But yeah, okay, so a year ago today, well, a year ago yesterday or whatever, our Emmels, the M11, M11 of the eponymous, it's eponymous matron. I don't know what you were trying to say on the Saturday Sisters. Eponymous. M11 with the eponymous YouTube channel M11. Got a train from Norwich right over to here. I picked her up from the station. We went to the restaurant. Blah, blah, blah. And so that must have been on a Sunday, I'm guessing. I can't remember exactly now. Emma stayed in the guest cupboard here. And bear in mind that she'd never met me before. So, yeah, going out on a limb there. And I'm accepting a stranger into my home. So I guess we're both going out on a bit of a limb. And then the next morning we got up. I was a bit late and almost wet myself. And we went off to Llandudno for the day in Minchbag, and it was amazing. What an amazing day. We did the tram, we did the cable car, we did the pier, we did the penny arcades, we did the fish and chips. Oh, we did Marine Drive. We did not squeeze a lot in, didn't we, Ems? It was a sensational day, which the forecast didn't say. Forecast said it was going to be a bit pants. Turned out to be an amazing, one of the hottest days of the year. On the way home, and we were driving home with the roof down in Minchbag, and somebody threw a bucket of piss over us. It all happened. So yeah, and then a little bit later on, we went back and we did an overnight stay in Llandudno in an Airbnb, and that was amazing too, but for different reasons. Because we had the live stream up on the Great Orme. We met the amazing, whatever his name was, Emma will tell you, I've forgotten. We had the meal in Harvey's. We met the lovely Casey Rowland. I wonder if she's still a subscriber and ever watches any videos. Probably not. And then we had the fabulous breakfast at whatever it's called, Carver Cafe. All the people watching. It was an amazing time. Yeah, trauma's a funny bugger, isn't it? Oh, trauma and stress, yes. Oh dear. Sorry, just whizzing through a bit here because it's all gone to pot tonight, hasn't it? I kind of need to tell you the rest of tonight, don't I? Front parlour night sounds cool. It does, actually. I wouldn't mind a front parlour night. Yes, some mighty organ action. It's been a while since we've had some of that. I fancy the change of scenery, says Fun Stuff. I hope we have the parlour night. Okay, front parlour night tomorrow night. That's it. Oh, hello, Alan. God, how far behind am I? Oh, probably. Oh, well, we'll just write off. We'll write off tonight. I highly recommend meeting up with and having fun with a random stranger off the internet, says Emma. Gary, of course it was Gary. Of course it was. Of course it was. Oh dear. A front parlour night would be great and you can relax and be more comfortable. I like that idea. Let's do a front parlour night. We've done live from the motorhome. I'll do a special thumbnail live from the front parlour. Yeah, that's a lovely idea. Let's do a front parlour night. I like that. God, my head hurts. Really does, actually. Right, let's tell you about the rest of tonight. Sometimes things work out for a reason, don't they? You've never seen the front parlour, Cairgorm one? Oh, I've got a lovely front parlour. I'm about to tell you, matron. Okay, so having decided to postpone the tenting thing, obviously Officer Crabtree is in pole position and he's packed with all of the tenting gear. And that's quite cool because I was thinking about this tonight. The tenting gear, it's done, it's acquired, it's bought, it's there, and that'll last for years and years and years. That's a quality item. So it's not wasted. If you can't, okay, it couldn't be used last week, it's not going to be used this week, but it's going to be there for years. It's not going to, it's not going to, it's not like a car that's going to rot away. It's going to be there and it's going to be useful. It's something we've got now. So that's good. We've got it. It's there. That's lovely. And it's going to get used in a week's time anyway. It's only a week at the end of the day. But yeah, Crabtree's sitting out there. He's all washed. He's been, I ceramic coated him today. My head was hurting so much I could barely see, but I still put a ceramic coating on him. Washed within an inch of his life. And I was gutted that I wasn't going to be driving him because I'd hoovered him and valeted him and all of that. So I thought, you know what? He's already in pole position. Fuck it. I'll take him to work tonight. I'll let the stuff shake itself down into place in the back. I'll take him to work tonight. So I did. I took Officer Crabtree to work tonight. Now, Officer Crabtree's front tyres are not very good. They were an advisory on the last MOT. I've done hardly any miles in him since I acquired him, and I haven't used him at all for the last 2 months or something like that. And I keep meaning to put new front tyres on him, and I've been forgetting, or I've not been using him, so it's not been in my mind. I did think I must get it done before I take him to Snowdonia, but I wasn't going to Snowdonia. I was going down the road to Buxton, and the tyres were still legal, but only just legal on the front. The rears are fine. The fronts are just about legal. 3, 2, 1. Excuse me. So I took him to work. Oh, lovely. Officer Crabtree, what a lovely car. Really enjoying it until there's a terrible noise. Thumpity, 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 thumpity. And I said, oh, Christ, what now? What now? So I got out and looked. Looked around all of the wheels, looked around all underneath, couldn't see anything. Got back in, drove off a bit more, thumpity, 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 thumpity. Had another more proper look, and the offside front tyre had delaminated on the innermost part, and the tread had just completely lifted off about a quarter of the circumference of the tyre. It had detached at one part, but was still attached at the other part. So there was about, I don't know, that length of tread that was just flailing about and thumping on the bodywork or the road or whatever. Oh, God. So that was the reason that I was late, because it's fine. It's not a disaster. The car's fine. So that was the reason I was late, because obviously with that level of delamination, then you're at a very high risk of a blowout. So, and it's on the front axle. If it's on the rear, not so bad, but it's on the front, and it's on the offside front as well, which is the worst one, because if you get a blowout on the offside front, what's going to happen? The steering is going to be wrenched to the right hand side. You're driving on the left of the road. You're suddenly going to be veering over to the right hand side. Could be a car coming, could be a horrible accident. So I had to drive at a very, very low pace. Oh, and there was shit at the restaurant as well. I don't want to go into that because I'm a bit upset, and no, I'm not upset. I'm a bit annoyed I'm a bit annoyed by it. And I'm a bit annoyed that I'm being held responsible for something that that I knew was going to happen, and I told them was going to happen, and I told them what we needed to do to avoid it happening, and now it's happened, and oh God, yeah. So don't go there. We had a bit of a fallout tonight. That's another reason. That's another reason why I was late. Ram and I, we had a bit of a do. It's all good now. It's all good now. We parted on good terms. But there was there was a bit of a do. And honestly, I could do without all of this when my head's exploding with this, that, and the other. So it's all good. It's all good. I got home fine, no disasters. It was quite a slow journey. I'll get a couple of new tires put on before I go anywhere in Officer Crabtree. So, but yeah, isn't that a bit of good fortune? I could have gone to Snowdonia tomorrow, or I could have gone to Buxton tomorrow, doing the tenting thing. The tire would have gone in exactly the same way it did, and it would have been a lot worse than just having to limp home from work. So there we are. Yeah, basically an all-round shitty day. And I did have you to come home to, fun stuff, and all of you, that's true. Bless you all. Bless you all. Right, what time is it? Okay, let's do the doings and then let's all set off to bed. I apologise that tonight has been late, disjointed, off topic, all of that. It's been a bit of it's not been the best day, and I'm afraid it's not been the best live stream because of it. So, hey ho, these things happen. Right, Sean's box. £1, £1, £1 pounding. That's done. 2-ton Ted the tenting tin, which is going to have not going to be deployed for another week. £1 £5 note, King's Head. In we go. Gosh, that's that. And yeah. Oh God. So there we go. There we go, darlings. Apologies for a rubbish live stream. And tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow, depending on what state I'm in when I wake up, we will either be in Netty off grid somewhere, or we'll be having a live from the front parlor. So yeah, on that, I just need to sod off at this point, don't I? I'm not going to get any better. I'm not going to suddenly improve and become a fabulous broadcaster at 22 minutes past midnight. So thank you for bearing with this train crash of a live stream. Yeah. Let me wish you all a safe and peaceful night. And let me wish you all a good day tomorrow. May it bring you some pleasure. May it bring you some joy. May it at the very least be manageable. Thank you for being lovely. Thank you for being wonderful. Thank you for being there. Thank you for making a difference on a daily basis. Oh, God. And I will see you next time. The candle will be, well, no, it won't. I'm just going to let the candle go out. It's not going to be relit. But a candle of some sort will be relit tomorrow night. Monday Night Live, 10 o'clock, either in Netty, if God willing, I wake up and this bastard headache fucks off. or failing that, we'll be in the front parlour. I'll wear a smoking jacket and we'll all be very posh. So can't wait to see you then. In the meantime, all the love in the world from me. Apologies again for a train crash of a live stream. And on that note, oh, and thank you for the gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Mark and Ben. I'm really, really grateful. And welcome to the new channel members. Oh, and yes, I forgot. Right. If we don't do Netty tomorrow, if I do just have a day of rest, I'll do daily diaries every day this week. So at least you get some videos. So there you go. Okay, right. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. In the meantime, much love from me. And on that note, pachoo! And indeed, bosh.